Listen up, Raiders. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we're going over the film Alien Covenant. We wanted to do this Friday, but we failed. So we're going over the film Alien Covenant. You guys haven't seen it. It's a sequel to Prometheus. If you guys haven't seen that,
Okay.
watch our previous review to get caught up to date. But the movie starts with a colonization ship being sent to a planet. There's a distress beacon. Stuff happens. The crew has to wake up. They find a distress beacon coming from a different planet that also seems just as habitable as the one that they were going to. And the habitable one, maybe even better, and it's closer than the other one, so they wouldn't even have to go back to hypersleep. Because stuff happens. They want to go to the new planet. And, of course, they go to the new planet, and this is where the movie begins. We're going to try to do a spoiler... Well,
You can't do spoiler free. Keep the spoiling to the minimum.
Well, no, we're going to do just like a spoiler-free talk about it real quick, and then we'll just...
There's aliens in it, damn it. Already spoiled, Steve.
It's in the title.
Xenomorphs. Necromorphs.
We're going to do a spoiler-free one real quick.
I'll spoil it for you guys.
We'll move on to the spoiler part. But for the film, personally, I really loved it. Just say it right now. I thought it was a lot better than Prometheus. The story and the pacings are pretty good.
You know what? My second favorite Alien movie, period. It is. I'm not kidding you guys. I loved it that much. No joke.
So this would be my third favorite.
Second favorite.
I got issues. We'll talk in the spoiler section. But for the most
Don't
part,
listen to Steve.
The pacing's really good. My only major complaints personally is with the story. They do help to explain a lot that Prometheus didn't really do that very well. And I like where they were trying to go with it for the movie. But some stuff is not explained well enough.
Don't listen to Steve, you guys. He has no idea what he's talking about. Trust
We'll
me.
get into it. And the end of the movie is, like, towards the end, it becomes standard Alien movie. And I made standard Alien movie towards the end of the movie. They do some interesting stuff with it, but still, pretty much an Alien movie. You know,
I'll give him that one.
But the characters are cool. I actually really like majority of the characters.
I don't like the new Ripley. She sucks.
I thought she was fine. The only problem is like the motivation. Unless you saw the prequel that they put up on like the internet with YouTube and stuff, where you get to learn a little bit more about the crew, you kind of have a hard time following some of the people's motivations, or even like that certain people are like couples and stuff like that, because a lot of the pilots are like the crew are actually married, and it's kind of hard to follow if you didn't see that. So it helps if you saw that previous one. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, make sure to go find it on YouTube. We'll put a link in the description. We'll go find it for you. But definitely recommend checking that out before you go see the movie, because it definitely helps to tie the characters together a little better. For the creatures, awesome.
Love it.
There's quite a few. There's actually more than I thought you'd see, so we won't go into descriptions now, but they're cool. Like, nothing really to complain about for how the creatures are designed. There wasn't really any practical effects I've really seen, though. Like, pretty much anytime you see anything moving, it's all CG. Which is a little bit of a bummer, but it still looks really good, so...
Well, you gotta understand, though, like that. How big this movie is, you know, there are a lot of creatures. You know,
well, there's a lot of designs. Like, I understand, like, the little guys. Okay, I can't say that. Well, like, I understand with some of them, you wouldn't really be able to do very well. Or it's easier. But it maybe would have been cool for, like, the traditional Xenomorph. Maybe for the close-up ones to actually have had an actual
thing.
Something for them to interact with. Outside of just the eggs that you've seen in the trailers. I'm pretty sure those were props.
They look weird.
They do look weird. Most of everything else I can't really get into without really spoiling it. But yeah, it's definitely a very fun film. If you guys really like the Alien franchise,
I enjoyed it.
Definitely go see it, for sure. But now we're just going to get into spoilers, so we actually just...
Whoa, what are you doing? We gotta make this 2 videos, Steve. We gotta suck this out like everyone else, you know?
I'm cool.
Yeah.
We got plenty of editing to do because we were a little bit behind.
So all those guys that were spoiler free, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Definitely subscribe for more content. But now we're just gonna divulge into the film and just talk about what we've seen and what we thought. Which again, I really love the movie.
There's an alien baby, and it looks cute when it comes out of the guy, and it was just like, I was like, oh my god, I need this in my life.
Well, I like it because like initially, like I remember, like I got that part kind of got spoiled for me, and I seen little arms, and I was like, okay, that's cute. No, it's just a full little tiny alien.
I want that. That is so cute.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Like I thought how they did the back burster and the throat burst, like it's not even like a different alien. It comes out how it can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Like it comes out as an embryo and it's full fledged, and it just starts growing as it's trying to like kill people.
What I really, really enjoyed about this movie is for the first time ever in the alien history, it gave me a point of view from the alien side. Like you can see through their eyes, and it looked amazing.
No, it was veiny. It was red and veiny.
It looked amazing. I was so happy when I seen that part.
It was pretty cool. Look at that. Like the movie does a lot of neat stuff like that. Because you get to see like interesting ways the alien gets killed. This movie, like the crane kill was cool. I love the crane kill. So that was definitely good. I wasn't expecting it to die either.
No, I thought they were going to keep it or something, you know. And that's how I thought it was going to get into the ship.
Yeah, or like something went awry is what I thought. Or maybe they squished it so they thought it was good, but it wasn't really dead. But no, they died, and then there's another one. Okay, so I understand after I thought about it, but initially like when the other guy that had the face hugger, and then the guy cut it off really quick, and then the face hugger went in the corner and died. We thought everything was okay, but he got impregnated. So
it was quick too, because I usually, in every movie, even in this one, you know, when the first one attached, it takes a while to impregnate him.
Yeah, because it puts him to sleep, injects it in, eventually falls off and dies.
No, this one was like, it was on his face for like maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah, and it was just, boom, you got babies. And that was the part where I was like, but he didn't even have enough time. Like, when did it do it? How did he know nothing happened?
Because, like, when he cut the alien, it fell off. Like, you could see the actual, like, you know, the penis-looking thing that came out of the vagina-looking thing. You could see it, and it retracted back inside of the alien, and then it died. And I was like, ha! It did it! You know, but the timing wasn't right. You can't do it within, like, 10 seconds.
It was just weird, because I didn't really notice the thing retracted. Like, I seen a little bit, but I didn't really think too much of it. But then it was like, okay, the alien died, so something has to happen. I'm like, the guy's probably got a baby in him, so okay. Because that's actually the one part of this movie I would say I have a big complaint about. Is even though I like I like the story and how it goes, towards the end it gets super predictable. Super predictable.
Every alien movie.
Because it becomes generic alien movie towards the end. Because you're like, okay, well, they get back to the ship, and the alien has to show up somehow. Okay, it has to come out of that guy, right? Yes. And then there's the David fight. Only one David shows up. You don't see what happens the other day. Okay, we're not David. It's Walter.
Yeah.
Walter comes back, and you're like, okay, that's David. That has to be David, right?
As soon as he started cutting his hair, I knew who it was. Like, I know what was going to happen.
So he was getting on the ship. And then, of course, end of the movie, alien has to be jettisoned out of an airlock. Like 3 of the other alien movies we've seen. One that he thinks is better. Or this is better than the original Alien.
Yeah. It took it for me. It had to. Like, I enjoy this movie so much, and I base it on how much I enjoy myself watching it. Like, Aliens, I don't think anything will ever actually take that spot.
Yeah, like, there's one, like, Turtles is the only movie that beats Aliens.
But in the Alien franchise, like, you know, Alien, just based on a horror element, for me, was like the second favorite movie. But I think this one took it from me. I just enjoyed it that much. And even there was like some scary parts to it.
To me, like the main reason I would say Alien is better is because Alien did the airlock thing first. And with the way the movie's set up, that wasn't as predictable. Because especially with, like, you're introduced to most of like the male character stuff, and like for those films, usually they're the main characters, and they're even introduced. Like you're like, okay, I got to follow these guys, and then
They're gonna die.
yeah, and then they all die, especially when he gets killed in the ducks. You're like, or not taken in the ducks, because you watch the deleted scenes. And then you finally Ripley for pretty much the rest of the movie. But you're like, okay, well, there's still the other two, and then stuff happens. And it's just like, everything is just not going as it should. And that's what I really love about Alien. That is just a really solid, suspenseful horror movie. Well, this one has a lot of cool stuff in it, and some suspenseful builds. Like, especially like the parts of David and Walter were actually really good. Like, I enjoyed like what happened with there, because I wasn't fully expecting him to go right into his neck at that time. Like that actually made me jump.
I was like thinking maybe he was gonna hang out with him more, learn more about him, before, because I knew he was gonna take his spot.
Yeah,
like that was one of the predictable things. But like Steve said, I didn't think he was just gonna be like dead.
Yeah, he was just like done. I like all the one guy's like, I have an upgrade. I'm gonna fight you, missing my hand.
He was still kicking his butt.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why he didn't kill him. That was so stupid. He had him. Why? Like, ugh.
Well, it might be because like maybe he's just not allowed to kill. Kind of like how Bishop is in Aliens.
Yeah, they're not allowed to kill humans, but he's not a human though. But he does have like the whole human emotion part, which what separates him from the rest of them.
Yeah, because like Bishop's pretty soulless. Well, not soulless, but like you could tell that he's
You can tell he's a computer.
Yeah,
pretty much. While David, he's the first of its kind, so he has the human emotions, and that's why he's the way he is.
Yeah, because he just wants to make the perfect organism, because he was created by something he seems inferior. Yeah. So he wants to make something superior. And that's where
the whole concept is understandable.
Comes from.
Waylon was trying to find who created him, and he created him, so he didn't like it that he was created by something so weak, so he wanted to make something that's better than he is.
Yeah, which I think is cool, but it's just like, I wish in this movie they maybe explain the process a little more. Because it's like, okay, I kind of see where he like bioengineered, like eventually made into the eggs. Although I'm still kind of confused on where Shaw kind of ties in, because he was like experimenting with her.
Yeah, there isn't much. There like they showed you few pictures of her and what he did, and he tried splicing her with the thing, so she has like all these tentacles coming out of her mouth and all that stuff.
Yeah, like he was using her to pretty much grow them.
Yeah,
is what I'm understanding.
But it never actually tells you, so I was hoping like.
Because the one thing I want to know is like, how did he get so many eggs?
Yeah, there's only one of her. How do you get like 12 eggs out of her?
The engineers were dead. Like, where does he get like enough subjects to really do stuff with? And then to keep making the same egg. Then the whole embryo thing inside of him too, and how it's like perfectly shaped to fit inside the whale to do anything.
Well, like I'm assuming...
even though he was made by them, so I'm assuming he knows like how they would do that. But then that was like before the time that they were planning colonization, so it's like, he has future knowledge of stuff.
Did he receive signals we don't know about?
Yeah, it's just like random little things like that. I'm like, it's cool, and I like the concept, but it's just like
a little bit more explanation.
Maybe could have added like a minute or two in the movie just to help tie it in a little more.
Maybe it will explain all this stuff, and I'm hoping when it comes out, like DVD deleted scenes, maybe there's like the extended cut like with the other aliens where it explains a few more things,
That'd be kind of neat, because I'm pretty much like on the boat of this is gonna be like Prometheus, where Prometheus just like throws about a bunch of ideas, doesn't really explain it too well. This movie helps to tie those ideas in more.
We threw off some more crap,
but then it's left more things in the air. So the next movie hopefully explains that a little better. But then I might do the same. We'll keep watching the movies,
and then we'll just get a monstrosity of something like the Aliens 4, where they just blow our minds with the whole new alien form.
No, I want my Alien 5 movie I was supposed to get. We're supposed to be pretty much the Alien sequel we never got. I want that movie so bad. Although, this movie definitely was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, God, yeah.
So much better.
I went in expecting Prometheus, and I got, like, Alien.
Yeah, and then for the creatures, the Neomorph was cool. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, but I thought it was actually really cool. Like, I like how it burst out, like, the chest and the throat. And then we had, like, the little babies. They were cool. The
Okay.
facehuggers are pretty basic though in this one.
Yeah, nothing special. Like I was hoping something different,
But the planet they were on was pretty cool. It reminded me of a lot of Alien vs Predator Requiem.
Yeah.
A lot of that. And then we were talking about in the car because of this, because a lot of this takes place in the woods, and then at the engineer temple, and out in the woods is where the two get infected for the neomorphs, which throws me off because we'll get into it. But there's little spores out in the woods that contains black goo residue.
Which is supposed to be that dripped from the ship, the leftovers,
Yeah, but they explain the goo affects anything bioorganic.
So the trees should have been affected.
Yeah, so everything
Grass.
should have been affected, right?
Yeah.
Not just that, just the little spores that were shooting out.
Yeah, that should have pretty technically should have hit the ground as it dripped and then just took a huge chunk of it and turned it into something else. Like it does
I
with
imagine it
everything.
would have made it look kind of like LV-426.
Yeah.
It should have just wastelanded it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, in Alien in Prometheus, where they land and they the black goo was interacting with stuff. It was just desert, so there's nothing for it to really.
Yeah, maybe a little river
Corrupt.
of the actual goo and some creatures coming out of it that got infected by it, like a
Yeah.
worm or something.
Yeah, because the only thing that was alive in the movie got transformed because of it. And then how come there wasn't a bunch of aliens from the engineers? Because the way I see it, maybe they should have turned into stuff, and then he could have maybe done that. Again,
There's a lot of gaps.
a lot of stuff. But the only thing that really I was okay with in the movie, but when they get infected and makes the neomorph, I thought was really cool. But then when the one guy, when he got infected in the last movie, when that made him neomorph, then
Except
maybe
it
it was
turned him
could be-
into a zombie.
yeah, it turned him into a zombie thing, which was odd.
Which he talks about.
I know
a
that's
little bit about it.
that was that was a executive thing.
Yeah.
They wanted that. It wasn't his idea. Because there's deleted scenes where you actually see he looks more alien,
Yeah.
which is cool. But maybe it was just the way it got in was
Could be.
different. I don't know.
Because all the spores that infected people were airborne, while he got the actual 100%
Yeah, he got,
liquid
liquid.
thing,
Yeah, maybe it was just over time it evolved a bit. But yeah, it was just that part I thought was cool, but it was just odd for what they were telling you.
My favorite scene in this movie is the shower scene where they're all doing stuff and the tail comes out and looks like a peanut. I was like, yeah.
I was waiting for it just to go through her
I was too.
or something that would have been
would've
cool.
cool.
That would have been disturbing, but cool. But then again, we've seen things coming out of people's backs, so it can't be that bad, right?
But it was so cool. They're in the shower scene, the titties flopping, and then just tail comes in. Click, click, click.
But yeah, one nice thing though is pretty much from the start of the movie, there's stuff going on. It is not a dull movie. Because at the beginning of the movie, you have the ship getting bombarded by cosmic waves.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. It never actually explained where it comes from.
Oh, what was it? It was from a sun or something.
Yeah.
It was just a freak thing that happened. So you have that, and then you get to the planet, and pretty much when they hit the planet, it starts hitting the fan. And even before then, they were having they weren't even sure they were going to be able to land. And then pretty much once problems happen, it's just problem after problem after problem. And then we get to the David, which really starts to build suspense.
I really enjoy how he set that trap up, recorded her singing, and just threw that out there in a space, hoping that somebody would pick him up so they can come down so he can use them as experiments.
Yeah, and I like too that he saved them so that he could just do stuff to them himself. Because he's like, no, you can't die of the neomorphs. We gotta make my Xenos. But yeah, I enjoy it. Actually, it's one of the movies I've seen lately I kind of want to go see again. Just to try to see if I can
Catch on
tie
more
things a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Probably go on Monday. I'll be by myself. I'm going to go watch it Monday morning.
Oh, I was gonna say, I got Tuesday off.
I got Tuesday off, too.
I got Tuesday off. Go see it Tuesday.
I might. I just want to tie in more things, because I'm sure, as much attention as I paid, I'm pretty sure I missed a few things, that where I have to watch it again just to tie in more crap.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. I guess the last thing I wouldn't mind talking about is just the CG in the movie, which is really good. It was just odd to see like full-fledged aliens all the time, like just full-body aliens.
You're not used to that.
Well, it's just like almost every other alien movie we got with aliens in it, they've all been majority-wise
Hidden
because there were people in suits.
Yeah.
So it just looks better just showing parts of them. And even when they had CG, it was like hit and miss. Because like Alien 3, those scenes look really bad nowadays.
Yeah,
4 not so bad, but you can see definitely a shift.
And then Prometheus was the one where it didn't have any, which would have looked good, with the
same with like Alien vs Predator. You see them a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of confined. Like they're never like center stage. Here I am,
full body, like everything, which I actually like that part.
Yeah, which was some people were like really thrown off by it, and I was just like, it's different, but I think it's what kind of makes this movie a little bit special. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go watch it.
God,
even though we just ruined the crap out of you guys made it this far if you haven't seen it, but
God, seriously, no joke, go watch it. It's so worth it. I'm gonna watch it for a second time. It's been a while since I went to watch a movie for a second time.
Yeah, it's it's been years since I've seen one. It's like I didn't even go see Kong. Like I enjoyed this one way more than I did Kong, which is saying something because that was probably the last movie I really liked. Because like Guardians was cool. I liked Guardians, but I would say I enjoyed it about as much as Kong. This one was just like, whoa. I thought that movie couldn't stop talking about it. So yeah, if you guys have seen Alien Covenant, please let us know in the comment section below if you guys enjoyed the movie as much as we did, or if you guys had more problems. Let us know down there. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.